Welcome to Report from the Grave. I'm Jason.
And I'm Bianca, and today we watched Nightmare City.
Alright, so the breakdown of this movie is there's a plane that lands with radioactive zombies. And,
What's that?
they look more like mud people than zombies. So,
Well, obvious. They're not your average zombie.
Yeah.
They're definitely different.
and they go through the town terrorizing and, slashing and eating and...
As that's going on, they're like they're cutting into footage of like people jazzercising.
Yes, and leotards. Just like...
Hardcore, like, public access, jazzercising. And I feel like they blew the budget on this part, because those jazzercise dancers were really good.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were. They were. I
Mm.
definitely was like, what the fuck, this is amazing. And I wanted to rewind it, and I did rewind it like 4 times with that one girl, because she, like, gets down. She's, like, ridiculous. That scene was pretty crazy, and I don't even know why it was really there. I mean, I guess because the guy was a reporter. I mean, I guess it all tied in, but, like, they didn't really need that much jazzercise dancing. And everybody, for some reason, that works in the studio is wearing, like, a lab coat and, like, scrubs.
I don't know if this is the right term for them, like the grip boys. I'm not sure if that's the right term. The grip boys?
The fuck is that?
I think they're the guys that move the cameras around. When they have to move.
Yeah, like, they were just, like, the production people.
Yeah, they're all wearing lab coats. I don't know what kind of scientific television they're producing, but...
They took the boat over from Jurassic Park, and they worked the production thing.
We lost our jobs. Let us do this, please.
I don't know why they were wearing lab coats. Like, that was just weird. Like, nobody walks around like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless you're a doctor.
As far as zombies go, they're not your typical, like, and they walk real slow and shit. Like, they're pretty quick. In fact, they're very quick.
Yeah, they're like just an average.
Yeah, imagine you covered a person who just pissed off his face in mud, and you gave him like a place to catch it, and he ran at you, like attacking you. That's pretty much what you're gonna get out of this movie.
I mean, there's definitely not the best special effects, practical effects, any effects in this movie that were good.
Little to zero blood.
No, there was blood. It just wasn't like properly like. That's a whole nother story. Like, the blood was, like, when they would kill people, it wasn't there. And they had, like, the old trick, like, knife you buy at, like, a magic shop. And it was, like, the old in and out, like, whoop, and it just, like, disappears. Like, that's what they used for, like, this whole movie. And, like, I literally kept saying, like, I don't think they knew this was, like, actually... Like, they were doing the real take. Like, I kept thinking they thought they were just, like, practicing for the movie.
Yeah, these zombies... don't like breasts.
They don't. Yes. So many titty stabbings in this movie. So fucking many. And one of them, I don't know if it's the first titty stabbing, but he, like, goes like this into her tit, and then he, like, pulls it off, but you could tell it's just 2 separate things. Like, they bloodied up a chicken cutlet, and he took it off. It's so bad.
And then there's this woman just with her tits flopping out of her leotard, and then that's what happens. He just...
Well, that was after she ran from zombies. She wasn't just, like, dancing with the chicken.
Well, yeah, but when they break in, that's what happens. But I don't know how... Yeah, I don't know how... I don't know why her tits finally fell out of her leotard.
Why wouldn't they? If I was running for my life, my tits would probably be on my back. Like, it'd be gone.
Just throw them over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the main character?
Yeah.
I want to talk mainly about his manners. Okay. Because he was so polite on the phone on one part where he called somebody, he's like, I need to talk to my wife, this, that, and the other thing. And she's in surgery, blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, well, I understand, thank you. And he hangs up the payphone, right? And then he runs to the stairs and, like, bursts through 2 elderly couple walking down the steps. And just turns back and shoots him in the
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was really unnecessary.
Yeah.
There was so much space, like, on either side of these people. And he was like, I'm fucking jump right in between them. There was really no
They're like holding hands
They
and
just
shit.
wanted to show he was in a rush.
Yeah, but, like, it happens on more than one occasion. Where he's super polite to somebody on the phone, and then immediately takes his aggression out on, like, the closest person to him.
I mean, he seemed kind of douchey, like... Like, the worst were.
Yeah, fucking him and his wife are talking about, like, some philosophical bullshit about like, oh well, we should have seen this coming. Like we did this to ourselves.
They
like,
try to give the movie meaning somewhere in there, and it happens twice in the movie. They're driving a car, and she's like, "Oh well, we should have known this was gonna happen.
Yeah,
we should have took care of planet Earth."
No, they're reading fortune
blah,
cookies.
blah,
Is
blah,
what
blah.
they're doing.
Yeah, they were just like spitting out all this bullshit, like
Every
vegan,
statement they
zen,
make, put
yoga.
at the end of it in
Like,
bed, because
They
they're reading
started-
fortune cookies.
No, they started spitting out all this shit, and then literally she'd get like really deep, and the guy was just like,
Words, words. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
which was great.
Yeah.
Like, he had no fucking care. She was ridiculous. She was useless in this whole
She
movie.
was definitely a feminist, which
She was
turned
just
me off.
fucking annoying. I have her in my notes as like annoying housewife Sheila, who's like fucking delusional. She's married to like the general or the colonel
A major,
or something.
a major.
Somebody like higher up in the army that is like one of the side stories of this movie. Like it's basically like people reacting to a zombie outbreak, and that's one of the stories.
Like
and
most movies.
He calls her up and he's like, I need you to lock all the doors and close the windows and be really secure. And she's on the phone like, are you jealous? Yeah? You think someone's coming over? And he's like, Sheila.
Make
shut
me
the
a
fuck up."
sandwich.
Yeah. He's like, just stop, Sheila. We're not playing right now.
She's
Like,
like, oh, I get it. Male chauvinist pig, blah,
No,
blah, what are
she's
you,
just,
jealous?
like, so
and he's like,
fucking
bitch,
stupid.
make me a sandwich and lock the door.
Once we got to the end, it was a good time. Not because it was a lot like Zombieland where they're running through an amusement park filled with zombies, but because of what went down. A chopper came. Here's a helicopter flying in the sky. And I was like, we're going to pick you guys up. And they like walked up a roller coaster to get to this rope. And zombies are following them. And the main girl, Anna, starts climbing the rope. And then her husband, which was the main dude, what was his name? Nobody knows.
David,
maybe?
David. I
He's
believe.
climbing the rope behind her, and she's on there. She's like, I can't hold myself, blah, blah, blah. She's just like bitching the whole time.
Her frail woman arms couldn't handle it.
And then she falls, and it's probably the most amazing thing ever.
Yeah, she definitely falls.
She falls, and she hits like every beam on this roller coaster, but she also is a dummy.
A doll, yeah.
Yeah, but that makes it even better. It's just so good, because you're like, yes.
Thanks for watching Report from the Grave. Subscribe to our channel. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook. Leave us hate mail, comments, likes. Bye.
Words.